trying to show that he is.
And Holy Fighter pushing up this cat over here, top cap, and enough shots. Thorium unable to do anything other than just jump for joy as his death is secured. And 1v2, Seb picking up Voltic, Hell, putting down some shots. 1 versus 1, 27 seconds left in this 1 versus 1. Seb slowing down the pace, just chilling back over here. Can he catch him off guard? He does, but it's not enough. Holy Fighter with the Holy Halo gets the frag win there and the bomb defusal, putting his team up by 5 right now. Oh my goodness gracious.
Two potentially on the third here, but the EMP is going to be in Crin's hands. You know, Crin with the pistol, I feel like he's shooting better that than he was with the regular gun. So, but Crin,
31 and 21.
Does take down a second, oh no, the goal line stopped that map number 1, but it is GS Pack trying to force that map number 5, pushing us to a potential.
But that's pretty much where the center comes through for rotations, but I'm just not a fan of how the center of the here on this push, see if he can hold it for his team. Shots coming through, he probably saw his leg and still wins it with half his health up and trades as everyone's pretty even up. Push right through the front door. It's not going to happen. A bit of a side door action. Gingy going to push off to a fresh mag here. Catch another one off to the side. Jumps off the map. It still finishes him off. That is almost a full 60 now.
Through and not really be able to control any of this hill time. And you can see every kill knocks those players back further.
This is a really hard one to defend. There's a lot of angles you can come through. But they do have a little bit of a hold here. You have to win your gunnies, and that's a 4-2
rotation. We'll see what this team can do to keep themselves alive into hardpoint map number 1.
That's a very important flip there. P2 has been extremely solid in pulling ahead, getting some nice kill. That's almost a full out. It is only Gingy there on the site. Frog are gonna clean it up now as we got just 20 seconds. Let's see if they can start rotating into the next hill.
Ooh.
Falling to his death, but still gets it. It's very interesting with those roof plays because you have to keep moving or you just fall to your death. You have to commit heavy.
And Frogger just absolutely running through the whole entire lobby right now. He's letting them know that this map is going to be theirs for sure, as he does get a team kill, unfortunately, there. And he does collect onto it as the team is going to be spawning out. And unfortunately, Gingy going to collect onto Frogger there for that trade-out kill. But his team's going to be in hill, as that's another 3 dead. Can they get...
Having the gun skill. They have everything they need in their arsenal to get greased up in greatness here, as they are just peppering them in perfection. With now hitting 30 kills for Frogger, 7 streaking, over a minute on hill, and on this that no one's gonna peek it. They have the advantage. Oh man, with the kick too.
But nothing gets taken care of. His teammate does take care of one, and there's Teddy Roosevelt for another one. Omega, they need to try to break into this hill as fast as possible. Right now, the kill in for the side of Ball Omega, make it 4 dead as Revan starts to turn up with this gun in hand. NPC looking good for him right now as he starts to burn again. That's going to be another 3 dead. Make it all dead again, as it is Cabal Omega taking an early lead into 1 in the front. Only 1 left up on into the hill. That's going to get collected onto. Make it all 4 dead again. Breaking from the front of the hill and flip the spawns out for their side. Revan in this, controlling the pace of play. Look, we said this at the beginning of the map, and he is doing exactly what we were saying. They look like the better 3. Rotations right now favoring the side of the in black, but they have to hold a very, very hard hill in this there to help him into this play. The Chow, he knows, is going to be from this backside to collect. And again, a very, 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 very fast-paced map
For the side of Vortex, but the killers are going in favor of the boys of GS Pack. But one final push here in the back line for the side of Vortex.
Crin!
Oh, Crin with a 2, Crin with a 3. Crin needed the 4th, but he...
Crin was giving it to us there and giving it to them as well.
Give me a sniper, Voltic. Let's see. Aww. Alright, it's gonna be Crin though, the first blood going in favor of the boys of Voltic. Voltic, you know, with that, you know, MVP showing in map number 1, trying to show that he is
And Holy Fighter pushing up this cat over here top, tapping enough shots. Thorium unable to do anything other than just jump for joy as his death is secured. And 1v2. Seb picking up Voltic. Hell, putting down some shots. 1 versus 1. 27 seconds left in this 1 versus 1. Seb slowing down the pace, just chilling back over here. Can he catch him off guard? He does, but it's not enough. Holy Fighter with the holy halo gets the frag win there and the bomb defusal, putting his team up by 5 right now. Oh my goodness gracious.
Two potentially on the third here, but the EMP is going to be in Crin's hands. You know, Crin with the pistol, I feel like he's shooting better at that than he was with the regular gun. So, but Crin
31 and 21.
Does take down a second, does, oh no, the goal line stopped that map number 1, but it is GS Pack trying to force that map number 5, pushing us to a potential.
But that's pretty much where the center comes through for rotations, but I'm just not a fan of how the center of the here on this push, see if he can hold it for his team. Shots coming through, he probably stole his leg and still wins it with half his health up and trades as everyone's pretty even up. Push right through the front door. It's not going to happen. A bit of a side door action. Gingy going to push off to a fresh mag here. Catch another one off to the side. Jumps off the map. It still finishes him off. That is almost a full 60 now.
Through and not really be able to control any of this hill time, and you can see every kill knocks those players back further.
This is a really hard one to defend. There's a lot of angles you can come through, but they do have a little bit of a hold here. You have to win your gunnies, and that's a 4-2
rotation. We'll see what this team can do to keep themselves alive into hardpoint map number 1.
That's a very important flip there. P2 has been extremely solid in pulling ahead, getting some nice kill. That's almost a full out. It is only Gingy there on the site. Frogger gonna clean it up now as we got just 20 seconds. Let's see if they can start rotating into the next hill. Ooh, falling to his death, but still gets it. It's very interesting with those roof plays because you have to keep moving or you just fall to your death. You have to commit heavy.
And Frogger just absolutely running through the whole entire lobby right now. He's letting them know that this map is going to be theirs for sure, as he does get a team kill, unfortunately, there. And he does collect onto it. The team is going to be spawning out, and unfortunately, Gingy going to collect onto Frogger there for that trade-out kill. But his team's going to be in hill, as that's another 3 dead. Can they get...
Having the gun skill. They have everything they need in their arsenal to get greased up in greatness here, as they are just peppering them in perfection, with now hitting 30 kills for Frogger, 7 streaking, over a minute on hill, and on this that no one's gonna peek it. They have the advantage. Oh man, with the kick too.
But nothing gets taken care of. His teammate does take care of one, and there's Teddy Roosevelt for another one. OMNiA, they need to try to break into this hill as fast as possible. Right now, the kill in for the side of Ball OMNiA, make it 4 dead as Revan starts to turn up with this gun in hand. NPC looking good for him right now as he starts to burn again. That's going to be another 3 dead. Make it all dead again, as it is Cabal OMNiA taking an early lead into one in the front. Only one left up on into the hill. That's going to get collected onto. Make it all 4 dead again. Taken from the front of the hill and flip the spawns out for their side. Revan in this, controlling the pace of play. Look, we said this at the beginning of the map, and he is doing exactly what we were saying. They look like the better 3. Rotations right now favoring the side of the Ink Black, but they have to hold a very, very hard hill in this there to help him into this play. The Chow, he knows, is going to be on from this backside to collect. And again, a very, 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 very fast-paced map.
For the side of Vortex, but the kills are going in favor of the boys of GS Pack. But one final push here in the back line for the side of Vortex.
Crin!
Oh, Crin with a 2, Crin with a 3. Crin needed the 4th, but
Crin was giving it to us there and giving it to them as well.
give me a sniper, Voltic. Let's see. Aww. Alright, it's gonna be Crin though, the first blood going in favor of the boys of Voltic. Voltic, you know, with that, you know, MVP showing in map number 1, trying to show that he is.
And Holy Fighter pushing up this cat over here top, tapping enough shots. Thorium unable to do anything other than just jump for joy as his death is secured. and 1v2. Seb picking up Voltic. Hell putting down some shots. 1 versus 1. 27 seconds left in this 1 versus 1. Seb slowing down the pace. Just chilling back over here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wonderful evening of EWG. And we are here, as always. I'm one of your podcasters and hosts tonight, the real Invictus, aka Nick, and I'm joined with arguably my favorite casting duo.
Hey.
I've said it before. It's my boy Clam. He's joined up with us tonight, and we got an interesting matchup. Let's talk about that matchup a little bit here for the people, Clam.
Yeah, we should have a good one on our hands tonight. It's OMNiA Gaming going up against Sacred Gaming Black. I mean, OMNiA looked pretty much flawless so far. I mean, 2-0. They have another match I believe they have to play in the meantime, so haven't, played out all of their games so far, but looking good off the first 2 that they've showed us. And I mean, yeah, Sacred Gaming Black, a little bit of a struggle so far. They've been close in their matches. 1 and 2 start for them so far, but the map count 4 and 6. They've been close, but no cigar in a couple of these. Looking for a big win here to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, definitely so. And if we talk about the maps that we're going to see tonight, we start on a Blackheart hardpoint. I know you talked about it when we were talking about the maps, when we were setting up for this thing, that this is a map that you haven't seen yet, a very action-packed map, back and forth. That P1 is a definite, a jostling for position hill. And then you head to P2 where you have to, get that time in, especially on that P2, because it's a very crucial point in that one. And then we head to a Din, S&D, a Scar overload. Then we go back to Din for some hard point, and then on to what I think is the funnest part of BO7. We get some of these old maps back. We get Raid as well for our last S&D if we go for that final one. But ladies and gentlemen, we are loaded up, so get locked in, go grab some popcorn, get a drink, because this is surely to be a very interesting matchup. We start on a Blackheart, map number 1. Whose aim is better? We're going to find out here on map 1.
And I mean, hey, if record, goes to show anything, it seems like OMNiA Gaming are going to have the edge in this series. Their aim might just be better. And I have seen, Ortiz and Co on OMNiA Gaming, just play just last night as well. And they looked pretty good in that one. But unfortunately, we are going to get a draw. So we're going to reset the lobby real quick here. But yeah, seems like OMNiA probably the team to beat in this series. Sacred Gaming Black, they got to step up to the plate and step up in a big way as well. Because this is a pretty good team from what I've, the eye test from what I've seen so far here, Nick. And I mean, starting on a Blackheart, that's going to be a tough one to start on.
Yeah, it's definitely, both these teams are higher up in the league, so it's really who is going to be able to win those close engagement battles more often. I really look for the SMGs for both teams to start off hot, and if that's really what matters on this map. In the most part for me, especially if you're not even an SMG, if you're an AR Slayer, you need to start off hot on this map, holding down your lanes, doing what you need to do, because this is, we've had these maps before. We've had a Skyline, we've had a Bocage. Whose aim is better? That's really what it's all about in this map. Rotations are kind of second hand at this point because they're so close to each other, and you can get spawned so close for the rotations so easily. So, I mean, it's really not about rotations in this map. It's who can kill who, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, there are some hills for sure that you do need to rotate to. Some of the ones on the end, I believe it's P3 and P5, where you kind of just spawn on the hill if you have the rotation. So you got to be on the lookout for those ones. But yeah, for the most part, especially in the ones toward the middle of the map, you can just gun your opponent straight up and just get a lot of time, especially on this P1, where we'll be seeing it first. We'll see, who comes out hot here first. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of cuts on P1 you have to really watch either. I mean, I guess there's 4 technically, but I mean, they're kind of limited in the area you could break from. They're little doorways and, jumping off walls and whatnot to even break on in. So it can be tough to even break the P1 sometimes if you're not, prepared and coordinated with your team. So we'll see if the boys on Sacred Gaming Academy, wow, tongue twister, are ready for this tonight as we're going to be loading on in, counting down. Who do you want to watch off the rip here, you think, Nick?
Let's stay on Marsh, because I've seen this player before. Definitely a Slayer in that potential, so we'll see how they open up. You can already see they're going to get traded out early, but 2 for 2 does happen on the map. Hill's still now in control of the side of OMNiA right now for just a second. Ortiz just holding down these angles, making sure he checks every cut, making sure where these players are, and DD just holding down this long angle, knowing and understanding that these players could be on the rotate to P2 already, but they're breaking into the hill, and it's a quick one for Sacred as they get into the hill onto this time as well, but Contest is on it, in on in.
This is a good start, though, from Sacred Gaming. 20 seconds left. They're going to be pushing through toward New. 2 dead on old. And OMNiA are going to break on in for this final 15 or so. A clean wipe, and they flipped them out as well. So great start from OMNiA. They're going to be pushing on through. They need to try and break these spawns, and it's just Cave, the lone member in the back, getting swarmed like the Hive, running at him, stinging him. And he will fall as well. So it looks like it's going to be up to Sacred on the overextension. Marsh does get a single one here, but he's gonna have to wait for reinforcements. Does he get the jump chow over the top? But no, not quite. DD Iron stands tall, and the movement showing off in the back there.
Definitely so. Right now, it just looks like OMNiA looks a little bit better here on the rotational battle. We talked about it headed into this. You know, the aim is coming in true also for their side too. Just slaying out right now. 6-2, 6-3 from DD and Cole. 4-1 from Ortiz. The only slow start is Clairon, and they're trying to get it back as they spot out 2 into this middle door. The players have been traded out on his side. Now he's going to fight by himself. Stun check does go out. He's going to be able to get the kill there with Cole as well. Team Chow's going on in, and it's all purple in the kill feed, favoring the side of OMNiA for a second, but final time does go the favor of Sacred as we rotate to a P3, a very hard hill to break from the front. They have to try to push a lane here, make something happen, push the spawns, and right now it's all the side of OMNiA as Ortiz is just flowing into the middle of the map. Purple kill feed still going on through. Really nothing that is going right for the side of Sacred right now as Ortiz wins another crucial one into the middle of the map. He's on a 3 streak, 8-2, continuing the prowess that his team has right now as he is on a 4 with the AR as well, snaps onto it, almost turns and burns another one, as I have not seen a kill for Sacred in some time since we've rotated to this hill. Unfortunate scenario for them going on as we head to a P4, and they are down huge here.
In this position this entire hill, he's been able to be pushed up so incredibly far because his teammates have everything else under control, just winning every individual 1v1. And like you said, the kill feed hasn't gone green for an obscenely long time at this point. Finally, Savior able to get one in the feed, but I mean, I fear it might be a little too late. I don't like calling games early, but I mean, unless Sacred Gaming can start shooting back, this map is quickly getting away from him. It might be over here soon. I mean, this has just been a rough start. DD does get taken out, so Savior able to break on in for one there, but I mean, he needs to have some teammate support here. I mean, you know, Savior, Cave, Ryko, all having a pretty rough map here.
And yeah, the whole team, as you said, just having a not great map, but you look at the other side, Ortiz 14-3, Cole 12-8, the whole team just continuing to fry as they open up onto the hill, but that's 3 dead, and it's all Ortiz onto the front of site. Can he get the last one? DD's there to open it up, and now Ortiz into the back of spawn here, holding it, just making sure he's getting all of these kills, not allowing them to walk into the hill at all. And we head now to this side of the map on the left-hand side. And again, they're trying to get the kills, and it's just, you know, it's just Sacred Gaming that are going to be able to hold it for now. But how long can they do so? Because you have a wave of people coming into the back of your spawn, and you have to take care of them.
Yeah, this is an incredibly rough situation. I mean, yeah, it's just been purple arrows just dominating the entire map. Not just the kills, but the positioning. Once they get the kills, they've been allowed to just push up into their spawn all the way, cutting them off. Cole with a nice double, almost a triple there off the wall. Not quite enough for that one. Holding a little bit of spice there, but I mean, it's just been clinical so far from OMNiA. And I mean, if that's what we're expecting on this team for this series, it might be a done and dusted affair early on. I mean, it's going to be up to Sacred to even come back at this point. I mean, they're probably already thinking about map 2 here, Nick.
Yeah, they have, you know, a GG go next is the mindset that these guys probably have right now, because everybody on the side of OMNiA just continuing to fry as they have pushed out the spawn again. We head back to a P1. The fight still going down into the middle of the map, but it's DD who's able to collect 2. Can he get any more? He knows one's front door, but can he get the kill? It is actually going to be Cole that's able to collect onto it. And Cole's going to be able to get 3. Can't get the 4th. They all know where this player's at. Just holding the spawn door for now. As DD can't get the trade as well. But finally, his teammates do collect on into it. Front of the site spawn flip does happen. You have the P2 side now. If you're the side of OMNiA, just hold this and you win the game.
Yeah, I mean, just 20 more seconds and they'll close it out here. And I mean, why not? They've chained together pretty much every hill so far. Why not P1? And so far, they're doing it. Cole with a nice double up to a 4 spree. Might just seal it here. 10 seconds left. Claron watching over the top. DD chimes on in, and that should seal it. Oh my God. OMNiA, 250 to 25. Are my eyes deceiving me here, Nick? What is going on?
This is... wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Those guys just got mollywopped map number 1, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not mean any disrespect by this, but those guys got mollywopped. And I mean, you look at the scoreboard, man. I mean, the scoreboard tells you all you need to know. Rotational battles, we're not winning. We're allowing Ortiz, as you can see on the final kill cam, to go 23-8 and also live in your spawn rent-free. So, very hard to win a map.
Yeah, that was I don't even know. I'm kind of speechless, honestly, Nick. That's probably the most dominant performance I've seen from a team against another team, just like crimes against humanity for that map number 1. I mean, yeah, that was not
Yeah,
close
that was-
in the slightest. Yeah.
That was wild. That's probably the wildest map 1 I've ever seen, like, scoreline wise. Like hardpoint. That 250 to 25, man. We'll see what happens. But we casted, I think it was a Friday night. We watched a team lose 250 to 94, me and Chef, and they were able to take it all 5. So, don't count these guys out from Sacred Gaming as well. There is still opportunity. Maybe, they don't come out hot on map number 1. Unfortunate scenarios do happen. We'll see if they can come back into map number 2. And even in that map that series we watched last time, they lost the first 2 maps. They lost, the map number 1, 250 to 95. They lost the map number 2 to 6-0, and then they won the last 3 maps. So it really just matters when is this Sacred Gaming team gonna be able to come alive in the map and in the series, and we'll see if they can do it in the next one or if we're gonna wait for that to happen on a Overload.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. S&D coming up next. I mean, it is a complete change of pace. I guess we'll see. I do have a question, I guess, for you, Nick, before we get into this next map. I guess you said the match last night, they came back all the way from 5. I guess from your point of view, do you think this is going to be one of those games where they come back in the end? Because I know you can tell a lot from the eye test. I mean,
Yeah.
What do you think here?
Well, it's really all about, can these guys wash that map off and go, okay, we are better than what we just showed we are, and we need to prove it here. That's really the question, because, it took them a while to get into the, map, and, they also had a lot of those same maps that were just very hard and very close engagement maps, like a Din, like a Din S&D, like a Blackheart Hardpoint. So it really just depends on if they can, completely mentally wipe that map number 1 and just reload into it and play their style of COD and not fall into OMNiA's style of COD.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough ask. That's easier said than done for sure, especially at the pace that they were setting. It seems like map number 1, just blowing them out of the water. We'll see if they can regain in map number 2. OMNiA on the offense so far. Fast aggression toward A. Only 2 arrows to deal with. Marsh in the back, going to get out of dodge for now. Stun's going to land. He's going to chase him down. DD with 1. Marsh lives for now, but that should be a bomb plant down toward A early here.
And you can see all the green arrows now trying to play through this mid-fight. DD still here, putting down shots through Red Room, but that's 2 collected now. Now a 2v3 scenario, now 2v2. Make it a 2v1 as Marsh left up by himself. Can't get it done. All the kills happening really fast there. And it is going to be OMNiA that takes round number 1.
Yeah, convincing as well. It did get a little bit close there. The first blood went in their favor, but you thought maybe with the double kill coming out on the transition, maybe Sacred was able to do something there, but unfortunately it was, just a Claron double kill that secures the round for you. Just shoots 2 players, one of them in the back, one of them just slides out and egos him, and why not? Won by a considerable margin. The ego showing, and there's no reason not to ego chow at this point, so they'll take the first round on the board here. And it's going to be flipping on sides offense for Sacred. We'll see what they have. It's going to be toward B, though. Have 2 arrows to deal with. And a decent amount of time, though, that they've been spotted. So they're going to converge on them toward mid-map. And already Claron with first blood.
You can see the plant going down, though, for Raikou. He needs to, watch his mid-map here, and also the chow from this tin building. It's a 2v4 retake here, as we see the bomb is going to be completely collapsed on now, and Raikou gets collapsed on as well, and that's going to be another round. Like I said, the side of Sacred Gaming have to come out and not allow this side of OMNiA to play their pace of COD, and right now it is not looking like they're doing so.
I mean, this is just going to be a rough series. Let's be honest here, Nick. I mean, this is David versus Goliath if we've ever seen it. It seems like after that number 1 performance. I mean, so far it's just, I mean, OMNiA kind of just business as usual for them. They haven't dropped a map yet in this league, and I mean, no reason to start now. They're looking good. They're looking clinical so far, and I mean, I love the way they retook that bomb. They waited for the teammates to wrap through mid. They doubled up through the mid. I mean, Claron gets a double kill from mid as well, alleviates the pressure, and they just cleanly push onto the site and use their numbers effectively. That's just a good S&D from OMNiA there. And I mean, Cole has the sniper out. We'll see if he can make a play with it here.
Yeah, he's going to have that boomstick on the arrows here. They're going to head back to this A site here. I apologize there, as Marsh does go down. He's usually the defender. Cave holding the back spawn here deep for his side. We'll see what the arrows look like as the plant has gone in.
Yeah, he's just holding this angle for now. Cole able to get one. Nice one for him to find. And yeah, 4v2 again, just a rough situation for Sacred Gaming to be in. I mean, just find themselves on the receiving end of the first blood train. Savior 8 does able to get one back, but it's now just left to Raikou to do the impossible. And I mean, 20 seconds left, no chance in hell for him to win that one. And 3 in a row from OMNiA, looking dominant to start off this S&D here.
Yeah, definitely so. They look very dominant starting on this S&D. Just, not going into a relaxed state quite yet. Just continuing to play their style of COD. I mean, that's really what we talked about when we headed into this map number 2. Can the side of Sacred Gaming, push them back, give them pressure? Right now, nothing really going their way. We'll see if that happens onto this next round as we open on up. They head to this A side as well. Kind of a lean 3 going through that broken building, and Cave going to be holding, I do believe, holding this rotation from the flank. Raikou misses his stun into the window there. They're going to try to hop in. Plant.
Oh, what a nade.
Kill comes in out of nowhere as Marsh goes down as well. That's going to be 2 dead. Now all dead for the side of Sacred Gaming. Unfortunately, 4-0 up now. If you're a Sacred Gaming fan, you are looking away for sure right now.
Yeah, this has been tough to watch. I mean, yeah, nade, beautiful from Cole there. And yeah, I swear to God, there was 2 members left on the minimap there, Nick, and they just disappeared. I guess OMNiA just magicians on the map. I don't know where they sent them, to the Shadow Realm maybe, but this has been incredibly one-sided so far. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. For their sake, I hope so. But it is what it is. Sometimes you get punched in the mouth, and I mean, it's not about how hard you can hit, but can you get hit and come back fighting? And I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of fight from Sacred Gaming so far, and I mean, I'm not expecting it as of yet. They really got to show us something before I start believing.
Yeah, and Cole's just getting the first bloods with the sniper, holding down that whole lane with that gun as Cole continues to collect kills with it. And finally, his teammates get some as well, as the bomb is going to be able to go down to this B site. It's only Cave left up to it in a 3v1. It's Cole now getting bomb planted. 6-1 start on a 2 streak, still having that sniper in hand. No, he's playing middle map and just burns him. Absolutely burning that shot out of there. No, he was going to play mid-map, just continues to play their style of COD. Now they're 5-0 up, continuing to do what they came here to do.
Yeah, I mean, nice little flick there from Cole, looking like Kenny S in his prime right there. Just saw a pixel and bam, slides. Maybe not quite as fast, but these guys are on control. You gotta give them a little break,
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Crazy
but
flick
we'll
for
see.
controller.
Yeah, we'll see if they can close it out here. 6-0 would put the stamp on it for sure. And I mean, so far, OMNiA haven't slowed down yet. Not expecting them to. We'll see if Sacred Gaming can make this a little bit more respectable at the very least. And so far, Cole, yeah, still with that sniper. Gonna read the pressure from A, has multiple members in front of it, whiffs the shot. That almost could have been a collat, but just a little bit off the mark. So he'll abandon the A site for now. And the rest of Sacred Gaming, they want to push toward this A site, but I can just tell they're just shivering in their boots. They don't want to give them first blood.
Yeah, Cole's really, the reason they're shivering in their boots. They know this sniper is here. And finally, Cave is going to be able to pick up one in the back of the map on the flank there. Cole's going to have to act on this play here as the bomb does go down. 3 players of the side of Sacred Gaming around the site. He's going to have to try to get a pistol kill here. Cannot do anything with it. Finally does go down, but it's a 2v2 scenario. DD, Ortiz versus Raikou and Marsh. DD on site, collecting one. Can he get the second one? He cannot, but his teammates there for the trade and the defuse as the side of OMNiA win it 6-0 in the S&D. They're just dominating this side of Sacred Gaming right now.
Yeah, that was pretty clinical from start to finish. I mean, not only did OMNiA, they got first blood essentially almost every round, it seemed like, but just was able to convert these situations where they didn't have the numbers as well. I mean, you saw it in the first, I think it was first or second round as well, with Clarion getting that double. You saw it here in the end. I mean, the nice little retake in the 2v2 there. They were just allowed to hop through the window, and I mean, he gets a free kill for himself, and then, yeah, turn the head, bait and switch, and they get the round. So 6-0, pretty much expected after that map number 1. And I mean, heading into map 3, I mean, I don't like to call chickens before they hatch, but I think the series might be done here, Nick.
Me and Chef called the series when it was that series we casted Friday, and if you would have told me that series would have went 5 maps, I would have laughed at your face. I really would have, and that's what I told the chat at the time too. I mean, this is another one of those series. If you would have told me this series goes 5, I would have laughed at your face. But it can happen. I've seen it happen before in this game. You just have to have the swing. That's really all it is.
Yeah, it is tough though. It's one of those situations where I haven't really seen a whole lot of good things from Sacred Gaming so far.
Yeah,
In some other series where I've seen some comebacks, I usually see glimpses before it starts to happen where, maybe they clutch up a big round in SND or a huge play in hardpoint, a nice clutch rotation or something. They might still lose the map, but they give themselves, opportunities to give themselves, back in it. But I haven't really seen a whole lot of that from Sacred at all, if I'm being honest. We've seen a couple maybe plays, flashes here or there, maybe in the search. But yeah, it's been kind of rough to watch so far, and I'm expecting, Overload this entire season so far. I've called it the better team almost always wins this game type more often than not. I would say probably 95% of the time I've seen it. It usually ends up happening, and I haven't seen a whole lot of close Overload games, but they are entertaining for sure when I do see them. Yeah. So I'm expecting more of the same. But hey, I mean, Sacred Gaming Black, this is this do or die, win or go home. Yeah. I think they're probably out of playoffs if they lose this one here, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Unfortunately, this will be their playoff decider here. They have to win. I think it's only one map, really, maybe a couple maps to keep themselves in playoffs. But we open up onto it, as it is going to be the side of OMNiA going to be able to open up with a big 3-piece, and they're already having blockers in position, knowing where this team's going to spawn out. They're going to read it very well as DD already in the back of your spawn. First point goes in as well. And now it just looks dominant here for the side of OMNiA.
Yeah, great opening start from DD. Triple kill to open things up. Gets the 4th as well. And he's still in your spawn, just wreaking havoc. 5-0 from him. Just flying around, doing whatever the hell he... Almost with another one off the top ropes. And that'll allow his teammates to secure their second point on the board in less than a minute. I mean, yeah, this has been incredibly dominant from OMNiA. I mean, I did look at their schedule a little bit, between maps there, Nick, and I did see they haven't played the top 2 teams in their group yet. So I'm curious to see, if they play some tougher competition, what's that looks like. But I mean, this has just been a beatdown.
Yeah, it's very clinical. We talk about COD sometimes being that one of those things. It's like, like how clinical can you be? How smart are you on the rotations? And you're seeing it happen here for Ortiz right now. All of his teammates go down. He has the point on the back. Really should not be playing with that pistol, but he's gonna be able to get one, trusting his aim for a second here. As finally kills still going the way of Sacred for now, as Ortiz still has point on back, playing through that plain side, and finally goes down. And Marsh trying to collect, has no blockers in, can't get the pistol shots to go his way either.
Yeah, pistol, not the preferred weapon. The Jaeger is very good, I will say. It's a very good pistol, but still definitely want to have an actual primary weapon for sure. But sometimes can't have it when you pick up the drones. So unfortunately for Ortiz, he'll fall, and everybody that picks up the drone has been falling until now. Potentially, we'll see if Cole can bring it on in. Ortiz getting shots over the top. Cole from long range gets the cleanup there, and Ortiz and Co don't really know exactly which side they want to elect to push from. Looks like Plane might be the call there, but they bait and switches so many times at this point, and it finally might be the decider here. Cole pushing on through. He has a timing, whether he knows it or not. Will squeak on through. Cave not able to seal that one. And now OMNiA up to 3. One more before the half close out here.
Yeah, and I do believe we're not even going to go to time on half. They are going to be able to try to capture this point again, as they are already trying to chain this one into the middle of the map. And all of the kills for a second go for Sacred Gaming here, as they finally try to collect maybe 1 point here on the reset into the mid-map P1. But Raikou just shouldering that top green position. He's found a stun hit as well, knowing one could be in the middle of the map. Rotate from the back does happen, and again, back and forth plays, just playing a pick right now. Each team not wanting to give up any inch of the 50-yard line right now.
Yeah, I mean, this has been pretty much dominant from OMNiA, just patrolling the map. I mean, I will say Sacred able to get out of their base right now at the very least, so they have a little bit of positioning to work with. Cave finally able to get one in the back there, but unfortunate timing not working out in his favor. But now just down to Cole toward mid-map, and I will say Mark's doing a good job toward green, just patrolling, doing his thing, trying to pin them back in their base. But I mean, it can't just be one player. They need everybody from Sacred to start contributing here.
Yeah, definitely so. As you see, another play happening into the top motel area, and it's Ortiz again. He's going to be able to collect that point and try to make a play on into it, as we do have a little bit of less of the time going down, as DD's able to collect 2. He's going to be maybe able to get a third here as the final point going on in, and that's going to be the half here. 4-0 up for the side of OMNiA.
Yeah, and I mean, DD with the quad kill there to end it, putting his stamp on it, putting a nice little bow on that half. And I mean, I believe, honestly, I think the OMNiA on the harder side of this overload, if I am right about that, right. I believe the players prefer the other side on the green, where you can just jump out the window. So yeah, just a statement there. 4-0 going into the easier side. This is all but over for me, but I mean, Sacred, we'll see if they can turn it around. Do you believe in miracles here, Nick? I don't know if I do. I haven't seen one yet.
I'll have to see a miracle on Scar right now to see anything. It'll have to be one of those, we've seen stuff like this happen in sports before. 4-0 down, I look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, 4-0 down, back against the wall. What can you produce right now if you're the side of Sacred? That's a great start. That's 2 dead into the kill feed. They're starting to light it up now here a little bit. That's going to be all dead for now, as they have an opportunity to maybe push this point, but they do not read one into the back of the map. And unfortunately, that's going to be a dagger into your side there. And now you're going to have to try to fight out of your spawn even more, just not going your way. And all the kills again favoring the side of OMNiA. Easy pickup for Ortiz, and that is going to be a 5-0 start again for them.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great opening break, but just the blunder. They didn't read the overextension from Claron. He's able to get 2, and that just halts all the progress, all the momentum that Sacred Gaming could have had there. And I mean, potentially could have even scored, honestly, for the B zone, but unfortunately for them, they just don't read it. And yeah, just like that, counter cap goes in. OMNiA up to 5 now. Still, a decent amount of time to play with, but you're running out of useful opportunities here for Sacred. That, every opportunity they get, they gotta convert now if they want to get their way back in this game.
Yeah, the time is dwindling away. It will be made mathematically impossible here for you to try to even make a comeback as you go 4 dead. This is done and dusted, it looks like, as the final player going to be spawning up close. An absolute turn on, as another point going to be able to be secured here for the side of OMNiA. They need 1 more to secure the map, and this is done and dusted, Clam.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much, I mean, I've been saying it's over since map 1, but I mean, I think it's pretty much officially over now. Ortiz, all you got to do is tap it in, little happy, tap it in, and Ortiz will send his ball home. And that'll be at 8-0 in the overload. I mean, just an absolute ass whooping here, Nick, on the main stage. I'm not going to lie. We probably shouldn't even have streamed this.
Dude, this was... I feel bad for Sacred, man. I really do. Like, this is... Wow. This is not what I expected to happen here, to be honest with you. Like, not at all. Great game from the side of OMNiA. I don't even know what to say for Sacred there. I mean, you get 8-0'd in You overload 6-0 in the S&D, and then you lose 250 to 25 in the hard point. I mean, we just need to go back into the lab, guys. We need to hit the scrims. Maybe
Yeah.
we're playing too many different games. Maybe it's, too much Arc Raiders right now. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much Arc Raiders. I'm not sure what's going on. I did just look at the schedule. I think Sacred plays Gideon 300 in their last game of the season, so they potentially have a chance to win that one. Gideon, I think, toward the bottom end of things, but I'm still not sure if that even saves your playoff run. I still think they
No.
might be out of it. I don't know where the cut. I'm not sure. Nick? Do you know
I'm
where
not
the
sure.
cutoff
I think
is
it's
for
the
this
top
game?
4 in the group. I think it's the top
Okay,
4
top
in the
4.
group, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
so honestly, I still think I mean Sacred still could potentially make it, but yeah, I mean it's going to be a tough one. I mean, they do have a sort of decent map count. I mean, after this one, it's going to be a little worse, but they could potentially win their last one and boost it up a decent amount. So, maybe still alive in the playoffs. It's TBD. I guess we'll find out. But I mean, yeah, OMNiA looking dominant in that one. And I mean, I talked about it a little bit before in the broadcast, Nick. I mean, they still have their 2 toughest opponents to play in the group. So I'm curious how the top 3 shakes up,
I mean, the way they played tonight, if they continue the way they
Yeah.
do, I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter, man. Like
They might not.
I'm not really trying to be rude to those other teams or anything. These guys just look very dominant. Have the plays that we want to play. Very set plays into the S&D, set plays into the overload already as early as we are into this game is going to be very difficult for some of these teams to play against, and we saw that against the side of Sacred tonight. They didn't have those set plays. What if a team does this? What do I do to counter it?
Yeah.
I've seen that from teams like on that Scar overload. If you do get captured on that first point and then spawn trapped on that one side, you can walk out onto the plane side and have a free capture if they're all pushed up into your spawn and you read it correctly. But it just wasn't happening for the side of Sacred tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, games like that are tough, but I would rather lose like that 100 times than get Map 5 round 11 heartbreaking loss for
I
sure.
agree.
I've said
I
that.
get that.
I've said that multiple times. I mean, it's true. Like it is what it is. You'd rather get stomped out and probably learn quite a bit as well from that series as well. Obviously, not slaying aside, it's definitely some fundamental stuff going wrong on the Sacred Gaming boys department. But yeah, that'll be it for us tonight. A quick one. I'm not gonna lie. That is I wasn't expecting the series to end that quick.
Clam,
But
I got a
here we are.
question real quick.
What's up, man?
Yeah, who you think the MVP is if you got to point one out for the side of OMNiA? I know there's a lot of
Ooh,
players over
that's
there.
tough.
The whole team was frying, to be honest with you, but
It's between 2 for me.
Talk to me.
I think either Claron or Ortiz for me. Actually, Didi in that overload too. It's tough to ignore that. I don't know. It's tough
really
'cause they were
hard.
all just frying. I would
They're all
probably
frying, man.
That's tough.
Team
man. I'd probably
MVP. They got a
say-
team MVP tonight because that. I mean,
Yeah,
a 3-0.
I don't know.
Like, we can't give one MVP tonight, guys. Those
Yeah,
guys dominated
tough.
from start to beginning, and I don't think it's not right to just give one MVP because they obviously dominated tonight,
Yeah.
and there's no ifs and or buts about that. So we'll just leave it as that. Very good team as that as well.
Politically safe answers from us only.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I don't want to get people raged
Yeah.
out on me too much, but that whole team just very, very dominant tonight. But Lamb, any shout outs you need to do?
Yeah, I mean, shout out, EWG, OMNiA as well, partners for the stream as well. I don't know all of them, but I'm sure there's a bunch of them else. I don't have the
Yeah.
sheet in front of me, but it is what it is.
No, you're good.
Shout out to you, Nick, as well. Pleasure casting with you, like always.
For sure. No, big shout outs to Clem.
Dre, too.
First off. Oh yeah. Don't forget about our production
forget
on
our
the back
producer.
end. Yeah, we appreciate Dre as well, the EWG and everyone involved on that as well. We appreciate you guys for allowing podcasters and players to have the opportunity to do what they love. We appreciate you guys as always, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. But nothing gets taken care of. His teammate does take care of one, and there's Teddy Roosevelt for another one. Omega, they need to try to break into this hill as fast as possible. Right now, the kill in for the side of Gold Ball. Omega make it 4 dead as Revan starts to turn up with this gun in hand. NPC looking good for him right now as he starts to burn again. That's going to be another 3 dead. Make it all dead again, as it is Cabal Omega taking an early lead into one in the front.